What's up, Flipsiders? So it is Friday, January 1st, 2016, and I just got home from the whole New Year's Eve bonanza, which was me going over to Catherine's house and hanging out with Catherine Christine and her parents, making a lot of food, eating a lot of food, playing a couple games and watching a couple movies. And it was really nice. It didn't really feel particularly special, like it was different for New Year's Eve at all, because it's kind of what we do all the time anyways. But it was a good time, and I just went back and I watched my 2015 video, and it is insane to think about how much has changed since I shot that video. Like, it's weird. I'm trying to put myself back into my shoes from this exact, basically, moment last year. And I was frustrated and because there was I know it was weird because, like, there were some timbers going off at my house that night, and I was kind of sad because Monty was out with his girlfriend, so I wasn't hanging out with him, but also Catherine still wanted nothing to do with me at the time, which really hurt a lot, and so that was kind of difficult going into that new year with that kind of on my heart. And now to think, like, where things have come, like, Catherine and I got together in August, and have been going strong for almost 5 months now, and even through her being away at college for 3 months, which is just crazy to think about. And I got a full-time job, which still I don't, which is weird. It's weird to me still that I'm, like, doing adult things, and how many 2015. I talked about it in my previous video a year ago that, whoa, wow, where's my light? There it is. That 2015 really seemed like it was going to be a transition year for me, and but that was kind of used negatively in a, like, nothing's going to happen, like I'm going to have to wait till the end of 2016 or 2015 for anything to actually happen, which is true in some regards. I feel like I did a lot of waiting last year. If I had to, like, choose a word to describe 2015, it'd be patience, probably. And although a lot of what I felt like I was waiting for it's kind of paying off, I still feel like I'm waiting in a lot of ways. Still having to be patient, and I'm also having to really actually grow up a little bit. Waking up really early in the morning every day to get up and go to work, to a job that I despise entirely, has actually been really tough recently. So moving into 2016, I'm not really sure how to feel. I'm really excited in a lot of aspects, but I'm a little nervous also moving into it, and I'm nervous about this job thing. I mean, there is a slight nervousness moving forward with this relationship with Catherine. Not that I expect anything to go wrong with it at all. It's still kind of new, which is weird because we've been dating for like 5 months now, but she was gone for 3 of it, and so it is still kind of new, and there's going to be a lot could or couldn't happen next year, if that makes any sense. And I kind of feel like nothing is going to happen. Like, I'm not making any sense. I don't know what 2016 holds, and I don't know what it holds for us. I am excited to find out, but I'm also. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. I want to know that my patience is going to ultimately pay off one day. And not that I need that, not at all that I need it to pay off, but I want to like know that it's going to pay off. Does that make sense? Does it? I hope that's all I'm going to say on the subject because that's all I have to say on it. So there is a little bit of nervousness there because, like I said, I felt like I was waiting a lot of this year, um, and I still feel like I'm waiting in some ways. And so it'd be kind of nice to feel like I can kind of settle in a little bit, if that makes sense. But then I think the main reason, like, I'm kind of nervous, and I'll get to the reasons I'm excited in a minute, because I don't want this to be a total downer. I'm just tired, and I'm being reflective because that's what I do. Um, I'm nervous about this job thing. I really, really hate what I'm doing right now, and I really, really hate getting up and going to work every day. Um, I'm doing exactly what I always dreaded doing growing up, which is working an 8 to 5 essentially in an office on a computer. Like, it's just not me. Um, and although it's an awesome, awesome starting spot with the state, and it's a good salary for a starting position, and it's just not me, and it's not fun, and it's not that it needs to be fun, but it's not challenging either, and it's just I don't I don't want to be stuck there for the next 30 years, or stuck doing something like that until I retire. Like, I'm miserable at work, and so I hope 2016 shows something different. Like, I went for an interview for a job a week ago that I should be hearing back from in the next week or two, whether I got it or not, and it would be so cool to actually um, get something different and kind of move on to something that I think would be a little more engaging. Um, so we'll see. We'll see where God takes me in that regard. Maybe I just need to learn to be a little more content where I'm at, and open to being used in whatever way that God would use me there. But I really hate it a lot. But I was also looking back at that 2015 video that I made, and I talked a lot about how I really want to get YouTube going again, and it that kind of bums me a little bit, in that I really didn't do anything with YouTube last year. I feel like the last Pokemon 3 was big, but that's really the only like big video we did all year. So, but on Flipsider Films, on Flipsider Games, we released hundreds of new videos, which I made a little compilation of, and you can go check out on the Flipsider Games channel, which was cool. Monty and I have so much fun doing those, and I love that kid. But reasons I'm excited for 2016, Catherine and I, and wherever this relationship might take us, and just be able to hang out and just have a great time, and spend time together. Like, that makes seriously so exciting, just to think that we're kind of heading into this new year together, and we can start from day one and just work through the year together, and that's really exciting. That really is exciting to me. And we're going to Florida next week, next Wednesday on the 6th. I'm going down to Florida with her and her family for 2 weeks. We're going to go to Disney World, and I'm going to go meet her grandparents. I'm super excited about it. I should be shooting a ton of video once I get there. Also, I got rid of that baby, which I said I was going to do. in the last video, and I did do that. I'm excited because I'm excited because of the job. Like, a lot of the reasons I'm nervous is also the reasons that I'm excited. I think that's typically how these things kind of work. But I am excited for the possible opportunities that this job is going to bring, not only in other employment, but also in finances, because I would like to get a new car. I don't know how realistic that really is going to be, because cars are expensive, and I have to get these bad boys off and done with, which they should be off by around August, September of this year, which is so exciting. So exciting. I'm going to continue growing my hair out. I'm committed to it this time. I know I say that every time it gets long, but I'm actually committed to keeping it long and to doing something with it, like doing the Thor, tie it back, Tarzan look, maybe. But I'm going to grow it out. I'm going to do it. I also think I'm going to get a couple tattoos on my arm. I've actually been having, like, thoughts of maybe doing like a half sleeve from the elbow up to my wrist. Like, I've never been a tattoo person, but like for the past couple months I've really been thinking about it. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking about getting right here on my forearm the word reflect in Greek. I think that would be really cool. Just down my forearm. We'll see if I actually do that, but it's something that I'm really thinking about doing. Also, skydiving, maybe, for the first time this year, maybe. I don't know. I really don't have any big plans for YouTube this year, which makes me really kind of sad. I want to get the superhero video done. Eventually, that will get completed and released. But the only big project I really want to do YouTube-wise this year is that Internet the movie trailer. And I think I'm going to try to pull out all the stops for that, because I don't know how many more videos like that I'm going to ever make. Which is weird to think about, but I've been thinking a lot about just how crazy busy I am in my daily life, and I'm going to keep shooting the vlogs for sure, and I think the gaming videos don't take a ton of time, and but when it comes to like Flip Center film stuff, I don't know how much longer it's going to be plausible for me to continue doing it with work and relationships and my responsibilities at church. Like, I just don't have the time. But I want to do one more big last hurrah, and maybe it's not the last hurrah. Like, I'm not saying anything solidly. I'm just, just kind of speculating that I don't know how many more big summer projects I'm going to be able to do with Flip Center Films reasonably. For the money's just not worth it anymore. I just don't have the time or the resources to do it. But I want to make one big trailer this year. And Monty and I have been talking about doing a second Minecraft one, which we might do at some point. But I don't know. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, which which goes back to the whole me being kind of like nervous thing. It's like, is this it for me? Like, doing things that I enjoy doing because I have to work and I'm a slave to my job now? Like, that's not what I want. So we'll see if that's actually the case in the year coming up, but that's something that concerns me a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I am very tired. And Catherine and I actually are going out to Sacramento tomorrow to this like Winter Wonderland Expo thing, which is like a big fair, and they have like ice skating and ice shows, and excuse me. She is so lucky. And it's like a big light thing. I'll shoot some kind of video. We'll take a bunch of pictures. But yeah, it's gonna be a good year. It is gonna be a good year. There are things that make me nervous, but I have no doubt that I really feel like I'm where God wants me to be right now. Where He's going to have me a year from right now, I have no clue. Like, I don't have the slightest inclination of where I might be a year from now. And it'd be nice to know where I'm going, what's going to happen, what my future is going to be. It's cool because I feel like I kind of have more things to juggle now. Like, at this point last year, I was kind of waiting for the balls to actually juggle. But now I feel like I have them, but they're all up in the air right now, and I'm not sure how to catch them or how to actually juggle them yet. So, and I don't want to let any of them fall and hit the ground, because that would get booed off the stage of life. That metaphor fell apart really quickly. But you get what I'm saying. Wow, my hair is a tragedy. I also just farted, excuse me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna also try to fart less next year. Maybe. This year? And sleep more. That'd be good. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all had a fantastic and safe New Year's Eve. And tell me all about the things you'd like to accomplish in the next year. Something I really want to accomplish is I'm going to put out at least a video a month on Reflect. I've got to do this. It's way too important for me to not make time for. I'm going to do it. A video a month on Reflect. It's probably going to be the last week of every month. But there's no reason I couldn't do it. So I'm going to do it. What are your guys' New Year's resolutions? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the flip side.